More than 100 D.C. bars and restaurants are joining forces tonight. Owners are begging customers to vote against increasing the minimum wage for bartenders, waiters, and employees who rely on tips. The measure is called Ballot Initiative 77. And WUSA 9's Michael Quander explains there are arguments for and against.
Do you feel like restaurant workers should get a universal minimum wage?
Yes.
Look, after asking a couple dozen people, it was hard to find someone on the streets who would vote no on Initiative 77.
I think that anyone that, works hard should at least receive the minimum wage.
The measure would gradually raise the minimum wage for workers who rely on tips. If passed, it will require business owners to pay servers and bartenders the city standard for minimum wage. You see, the minimum wage in D.C. right now is set at $12.50 an hour. Tipped workers, however, make a base pay of a little more than $3 an hour, and they make up the difference through tips.
I mean, sometimes, tipping obviously comes into the picture, and if they end up having a slow day, I think it's a little ridiculous.
But a large group of restaurant owners called Vote No 77 says the problem this initiative is trying to fix really doesn't exist. By law, employers are already required to cover workers if they fall short and don't make the minimum wage. The group says the added costs could have negative impacts on their businesses, like spiking food and drink prices, firing staff or cutting their hours, and in some cases, causing some smaller spots to shut down.
I think that's kind of what you have to do in order for people to have a healthy lifestyle.
No, supporters also argue the tipped minimum wage pushes women to put up with sexual harassment from customers. But those on the other side say the initiative only attempts to treat the symptom and not the cause of the problem. In Northwest Washington, Michael Quander.
Biggest thing, come out and actually vote.
WUSA 9.
Organizers of the Vote No 77 group were not available for an interview today, and D.C. residents can vote on the measure on June 19th.